Hey. Back doing this. I bought the A2 not with real money, with in-game money. There's no way I would buy it with real money. That would be crazy talk. I did just blow myself up experimenting with the bomb. You can launch it in space, but then be very careful not to drive into it after it's just floating there. I wanted to try shooting it. Turns out it's hard to shoot a bomb, but it's kind of easy to run into one when you're trying to shoot it. It also turns out that running into a size 10 bomb in this game is not good. It does have a half-kilometer explosion radius.
Welcome to the ASOT Vehicle Retrieval System. From all of our insurance claim has been sent.
No, wait a minute. It's actually really cheap to expedite, and the times are really weird. 41 minutes versus 10 minutes. The expedite more than quarters the time. It doesn't cost a lot. Yes. No. Not like that. Perfect. Oh yes. Can I jump this? Fuck. This is very important work.
Only a quick ride on the metro. Tired of travel? Why not rest at the next newly renovated accommodation? Located downtown in the luxurious Sapphire Grand.
Perfect.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch.
No.
From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned travel. Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer, whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens. This is your tomorrow, and a lot going on today. For the latest updates on ship availability and data, please use one of the conveniently located terminals. From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity. Remember, your belongings belong to you. Careful watch all personal items. The Empire leader in cutting-edge technology, creative innovation, innovative. Ready to upgrade. Located in the plaza. Native offerings. Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation.
Probably getting pretty close now. Like 5
The
minutes?
ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
3 minutes?
Please
Your belongings
Perfect.
belong to you. Keep a
There's
careful
no
watch on all
time.
personal items.
Pack up one of these.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the next newly renovated accommodation? Located downtown on the luxurious Empire grounds. For the latest updates on ship availability and data plans, please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
See if we can find any gunners.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer, whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens. This city of tomorrow has a lot going on today. Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's Bar at the Promenade. Only a quick ride on the Metro Loop. Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings. Remember, your
Welcome
belongings belong
to
to
the
you.
ASOC Vehicle
Keep a
Retrieval
careful
System.
watch on all personal
Please
items.
visit
Alright, 2 minutes. We get started. I'm gonna need like another $500,000 or so to fully kit this thing out.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
wonder if my buddy is on. Let's see.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new marriage. From the best shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit new marriage's renowned promenade. The Empire's leader in cutting
All right.
where creative
Welcome.
innovation-
It's not going to be
The
ready yet,
ASOC
but it's
vehicle retrieval
close.
system.
Be sure to explore all New Babbage has to offer. Whether it's the latest in cutting-edge technology or the beauty of our award-winning gardens. This
All right, come on.
has a lot
Come
going
on, come on,
today.
come on. I still have to equip a bunch of guns on it.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Vehicle
Untitled
selected.
Chapter.
Oh, shit.
Why not rest at the
Didn't mean to retrieve it.
elevated accommodation, located downtown in the luxurious Sapphire Grand.
Your
Need to
vehicle
equip it.
has been delivered to the following location.
Oh,
Please
yeah,
visit us again.
Okay, okay,
Welcome
okay.
to the
Store
ASOC
it, please.
vehicle retrieval system.
I need
From
to
all of
equip
us
it.
at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Alright. There we
Please
go.
visit
Now.
us again. Goodbye.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items. For the latest updates on ship availability and gate assignments, please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
These
Looking for a good time? Be
85s.
sure to visit Wally's Bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride on the
These
metro loop.
are rhinos. These are rhinos.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Save changes and equip. And then I want to make this.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
M7A. This
From the best in
Aminsky.
shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade. Microtech, the Empire's
This
leader in cutting-edge technology,
M7A.
where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
1, 2. Alright, something like that.
Located in the plaza.
And this makes sense because we have 2 here and 1 in use on the Sentinel.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative
Alright,
innovation
weapons
meets innovative creativity.
are kitted out. We
Welcome
need shields.
to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Primarily shields is the most important thing that's left.
Vehicle selected.
The shields are like
Standby.
200k per shield, and there's 2.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Microtech.
Did anyone heed my call for a gunner?
Goodbye.
Where creative innovation meets innovative creativity. Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza. The back.
Alright. Oh, whoops. Actually, I need to call it up.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh no, it's there. Hangar 20.
The new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
Hangar 20.
Please visit
So this ship has like an underside full of turrets, if you can actually get people in it. And you can kind of just flip over and show your belly to whatever you're trying to kill, and they just shred it. You wanna let me? Okay, there we go. Doop.
You are clear to launch.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
That's what it looks like. It shoots bombs out from right there. Fully open. All right.
Landing gear up.
Thank you.
There's me. Alright, so let's figure out what our guns are here. So, repeaters in the middle line of the ship. Then you got your Aminsky size 5 laser cannons on either side on the back here, but those rotate in all directions. And then you got, I think those are the ADB5s on the wingtips. And then you have another pair of repeaters, size 4 repeaters here. So the 6 size 4 repeaters are like basically in line with the center line of the ship. And then the size 5s branch out. And then where's my actual cannons? I think they're... Let's see. Don't know where my pilot guns are. I need to... Well, when I come out of stealth, I'll fire. And that'll tell me. If you have all the size 5s on this man, it will shred. 6 size 5s, 6 size 5 lasers, 2 size 5 Gatlings. You need a big crew for that. Gonna go make money. At some point I want to get some people loaded into this thing. And also, at some point, I'm gonna drop a bomb on Jumptown. But don't tell nobody, because they'll come kill me. I think that as it stands, it's fun if you like sim style flight models and such like that, and that if they fixed a few things and they managed to do what they're trying to do by turning it into an MMO with server meshing, I think if that the moment this becomes an MMO, its value goes way up, because then there's just going to be a lot more shit happening and it's going to be cool. I think that they have to get that right or they're fucked. Like, if they don't get the server meshing right, and it's going to be really bad. The other thing they need to do is incentivize multi-crew gameplay more. Right now there's really no reason to do it because you just make less money and it doesn't really make anything that much faster. They need to incentivize that, I think. And the game needs some sort of narrative. it needs some sort of narrative reason to make you visit all the planets and all the cool locations, other than just for like money missions, too. Like the game needs a narrative path, but I think all that stuff is supposed to come into it. But it's been in development for a really long time too, you know. So who knows?
Quantum travel complete.
All right. Right now, I have a little bit of fun with it. So I need to make money because I just bought this big ass new ship in the game with in-game money. I wouldn't spend a bunch of real money on this. Story content, yeah. So like right now, it's just like here's your quest. You do these, and you can make money. You know, I want things that are like, because nobody wants. For instance, this is a really cool city on this planet, but nobody wants to go here because it's a gas giant. It takes a really long time to get in and out of the atmosphere, so it's like inconvenient. And since there's no story reason to go there, it just kind of languishes. I think they need a reason to like compel the player to visit a bunch of locations because they have a bunch of cool shit. But like if you get involved with one loop or another, you're just like in that loop and you never see that shit. So that would be important. They got to get the server meshing right, and they need to like what they have over all the other space games is that they have these big intricate ships that can require 10 people to fully crew all the stations in the ship. But they have no incentive to do that right now because it divides the payout for missions and such based on the number of people that are doing them. So, like, they're not playing to that strength, but I mean, it is an alpha. It doesn't mean that they won't play to that strength. As far as the, like, planet models, the graphics, the ship models, all of that shit is really cool. It's buggy as fuck. Don't get me wrong. This is a bomber. So I have this bomb here. It's the biggest explosion in the game right now. It's about a 0.5 kilometer radius. But it's not really useful for what I'm doing here. But there's an event that goes on that has a bunch of players at it called Jump Town, and if you want, you can murder a bunch of people with this bomb there. Because right now, if you're not into the like kind of intricate like analog control space combat stuff, I don't really think there's too much here. I mean, or you're not into like FPS. Alright, it's one down. So we're in a big gunship right now. We don't have a lot of maneuverability. We don't have an insane amount of firepower, but we have an insane amount of shields. And we're really, really, really tanky. This guy, yeah, this is a gunship. Like size 5s are basically the biggest cannon, the best thing that you can get as far as like damage goes. So on the bottom here, you have 4 size 5 lasers and 2 size 5 Gatlings that are turret controlled. And then the pilot has 2 size 5s, and then there's 6 size 4s on it as well. So if you get it fully crewed, it's actually just an ass load of guns, and they're all in the bottom of the ship. So if you're fully crewed, you just kind of roll over and show your belly to whatever you want to die, and all your turrets can focus fire on it all at the same time, and things just instantly get destroyed. I mean, it's a bomber, so all the guns are pointed down, right? And like the inside of the ship's fully modeled too, so like I can get out of my seat in here while I'm floating in space and go walk around. I can go to sleep in the bed and log out and save my position and stuff like that. I could hop on the turrets. There's a co-pilot seat. That's got 4 guns, 4 size 4s. Alright. Where are you, dude? I need some music. Hang on. Maybe this guy? Is it you? It's you. Okay. Turn off coupling. It has insane amounts of countermeasures.
Impact.
Attack on shield.
Okay.
Heads up.
Oh, it's a big ship. It turns very slowly. Alright, gotta back up. Which is kind of dangerous in this asteroid field, to be honest. And they're just poking at my rear shield, so I'm gonna decouple, get a little speed, turn around and face them, regenerate some shields on the back, maybe. Oh, almost. All power to shields. We're fine. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Destroyed.
We can take quite a bit of punishment in this. I've played it, I usually play it off and on. Usually when like a big patch comes out, I'll come in, I'll set a goal, like I'm gonna earn this ship. This time it's this ship right here, so the last part of that quest is to basically fully kit out the ship, which is what I'm working on right now. But for maybe like a year, and I come back, I'll play it for like a few weeks, get whatever I want to get out of it, then quit and come back the next time a big update happens. Usually.
Quantum travel complete.
Not like a year of solid playing. Like for this to have that kind of like draw, it's gonna have to get the server meshing in place, because like as long as your progress keeps getting wiped and stuff like that, and it's not a true MMO, then it's not gonna have that draw of like, oh, you know, I want to keep grinding this.
Quantum travel engaged.
I think that another thing that this game needs is an in-game guild system. Like there's like Reddit groups and there's like Discord groups and shit for it, but this game needs this game needs like an integrated in-game guild system. But again, that can't really get there until they have server meshing, right? Like it needs to be an MMO.
Complete.
It's like what if if you took a thing that was supposed to be an MMO and you made it 100 players to a server? That's what it is right now. I'll drop one of these bombs. It's just fun to watch. After I kill this guy. Or actually...
Contact.
Can I... Alright, I dropped one. It'll take a while to hit. It just free falls. Just trying to set it up so that this guy just runs face first into a long line of like lined up laser shots.
Take that.
Attack on shield.
Alright. He took some good damage. And another thing about this game, I don't know if I would like this game as much if I was playing it with just mouse and keyboard. Like, I am playing with pedals and a mouse and a flight stick. And that really makes a big difference in the experience, because it's like all analog, so it kind of feels like driving a car.
Target
Got him.
destroyed.
There's some money.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Jump out of range of that real quick. I want to do some bomb experiments too while I'm down here. Alright. Let's go drop a nuke.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Let's go drop a nuke on private property.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Like, a lot of the stuff, like, the game has a lot of potential, I will say that. I think it would be unfair to it to say that it doesn't have a bunch of potential. It's buggy as fuck. It's unfinished. The gameplay loops are pretty, like, just stale, and, like, they're not very interesting right now. I mean, if you like learning to fight, in like a dogfighty way, that part's fun. Alright, so I want to know how this works. So is that red circle where my bomb's gonna hit? Let's find out. Okay, turn coupled on. F4. Alright, so we drop a bomb. There it goes. That's a pretty big explosion. Let's get a little bit closer to the ground. So there's an event called Jump Town. Oh, I killed myself. There's this event called Jump Town where a bunch of people congregate. And this ship right here is actually like a plague for that event. Because if, like, somebody wants to bomb you at that event and you're not paying attention and you can't get cover, it's like, it's a 0.5 kilometer radius Seems like it's bigger than that because I was 1,500 meters off the ground. And it blew me up. Well, shit. You gotta be down to like another, like, I think even if they do make this an MMO, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, because you have to be the kind of person who thinks that it's kind of cool that, like, oh shit, like I have to do this like ritual to like start my thing. Like I can't just hop in my ship and go, right? Like I have to call the elevator, and I gotta like go to the place. There's no fast travel or anything. So I gotta call the elevator, I gotta take the elevator down, I gotta go take public transit to the spaceport, I gotta claim my ship, I gotta wait a duration if it exploded, like it just did. I have another ship I can use though. So it's like, a lot of people aren't going to like that even if they get like the servers perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people that aren't going to like the fact that there's no fast travel and like somebody can grief you and things like that. I don't even really necessarily think it's like ups and downs. It's just like different flavors, right? Like that's what this game wants to be. Some people aren't going to like that. It doesn't mean that's a bad game design. It also doesn't mean that that's like a bad opinion to have about a game if you don't like it, you know? Yep. And it's not going to be a very accessible game, because I'll tell you right now, the skill cap in this game is actually insane. I'm diminishing the skill cap when I fly a giant tank that has 230,000 shields. But when you're flying a light fighter with like 4,000 shields, but it's super agile, and as long as you're like moving, you can't really be hit. Like the skill cap is really high, and the flight model is very good for like a sim game. It's like a sim level flight model. Like you get like atmospheric resistance when you're flying in the atmosphere. So we gotta raid the train to the spaceport. I think that they need to take another thing that, like, it's clear they have intentions to do it because there's segments of the spaceport that are designated for it, but public interplanetary transit is going to be a thing, I think. So, like, I think there's a lot of wasted potential in their business model of selling ships that are like, okay, these are your ships in the game, rather than having you like earn your ship through the story of the game. I think that's a big mistake, honestly. I think they should have started everybody in the dirt on a planet, and you have to run quests to make a little bit of money, and eventually you start getting off-planet quests, but you don't have a ship, so you got to take interplanetary public transit. You got to like ride a space airliner to another planet and do some quests over there, and then like eventually, after you've done a little bit of that, you've done that for a little while, you get a quest, you get introduced, you get your first ship. This is where you could have like different story paths for like your investment, and you get whatever ship you bought, right? But I think that like making people crawl in the dirt before you give them the spaceship would make it feel a lot better than just giving it to them right off the bat.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Newly renovated accommodation. Located downtown in the luxurious my brand.
Your insurance.
This is a
policy
really
set.
weird ship too, because it has a 40-minute time, expedited fee for 2,000 UEC, but the expedited time is 10 minutes. It's like really cheap to expedite for some reason.
Advantage's renowned promenade.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it's necessarily a bad thing to be like, okay, you can buy whatever ship you want. I just think that like
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
that should tie into like a basically gated experience where they're like teaching you how to play the game, teaching you the basics of like first person combat in the game first, and then they start teaching you like flight shit,
Innovative creativity.
and then you get your first ship. Hangar 3.
Please visit.
So if you don't like going through every elevator and having to like go, I mean, you can see what I mean. If you don't like this, then you're like, it's going to turn a lot of people off. I do think that is true.
You are clear to launch.
How much money do I have? I need like 500k to finish. I think yeah, like, but the tutorial, have the tutorial be built into like a story introduction, like spawn them on a planet, like don't give them a choice, spawn them on Area 18 for instance, right? And then have them like have to run some errands. The errands teach you how to use the public transit. Eventually you get like we need you to like run security for this, so you got to learn how to go like buy your ammo and shit. It gives you like equip yourself, like go buy this shit, and then you equip yourself, and it sends you out to kill some people. You kill some people, you come back, they're like, that's great, we need you to go over here on this other planet. So you hop on public transit, you ride an airliner to the planet. It takes you a little bit, but you realize that like, oh, you know, all these planets are interconnected by this public transit system, so even though I don't have a ship, I can get there. And then you get to the other planet, you run a few more, and then somebody's like, okay, we're gonna accept you into our organization, and like here's your first ship, and they give you, your like whatever organization you're joining's like starter ship. And then like you play a little bit more, and then eventually you hit like you get to the point where they've taught you through the game everything you need to know, and then they're like, there's like one last quest, and it's like to get whatever your pledge ship is, like whatever you actually paid real money for or something like that. So it's like after you get I do think, because I mean I personally pretty much always get bored with the game after a little while, because all it is just like, okay, kill, dogfight, and if you're not feeling like dogfighting or kind of janky first person shootering or sightseeing, then you just play something else. But to be fair, they've made what, $500 million selling people virtual ships. So like, from a business perspective, I don't think it's a mistake at all. It made them filthy rich. I think just from a like gameplay perspective, the game would have been better with a narrative rather than just like, here you go, here's quests, get money. But that is what Squadron 42 is supposed to be, I think. This ship is actually better suited for farming money than the A2. I just was having fun in it. That's the second time I've killed myself with my own bomb, actually. Oops. I didn't mean to get out of my seat. The first time I was doing experiments in 0G, I dropped a bomb in 0G and let it sit there, and then I kind of like rotated the ship around it and looked at it floating there, and then I was trying to shoot it from a distance, and I thought I was a little too far away, so I like nudged the accelerator forward, but it was like closer than I thought it was, so I ended up running into the bomb after I'd played with it for like 10 minutes, and it blew me up. Yeah, see, like right there, I'm getting like pull that comes from the atmosphere because I'm still in it. The flight model is honestly pretty incredible, and you got like locational damage on your ship, so like individual thrusters can get knocked out, and then it fucks up the way your ship flies, and you got to figure out like, oh, now I have to like fully roll to the right because otherwise it would be spinning me to the left, and I got to limp home and stuff like that. Like that, all that stuff is great. The actual mechanics are really good. Alright, come on, I need money. Oh, wrong system. The fact that like you can, well, here, this is perfect. For instance, the fact that you can do like this, and then I can do this while my ship's warping, and I can go walk around in my ship, and if I had another person in here, we would be voice chatting by proximity, and there's like all kinds of little shit, and like I can even look out the airlock. All that is very cool. I don't want to fall though. I will die. Oops. The character designer, I mean, like, look at this handsome face, come on. And the haircut? That is a handsome man. Just in the medical gown, because who gives a fuck? I'm just, like, it's kind of like backspace is how you kill yourself in this game, and it's kind of like a meme because it's basically Town Portal. Yeah, and this game is all about that, dude. I wish that I wish that I'd shown you the A2 before I blew it up. The inside of that is huge. Multiple rooms. It has like a rec room, a captain's quarters, habitation. It has like, you can see all the inner workings of like the bomb mechanics. It has a bay that you can put vehicles inside of. So like that ship can transport a couple tanks. It's cool. They just need a reason to use all that, which means they need like in-game organizations. They need multi-role ship content that is specifically aimed to make multi-role gameplay profitable, to incentivize people to do it. You can't judge them too hard though, because like this is a work in progress, and like from that perspective, it's pretty good bones to build something on like that on top of, I think. So this is the Vanguard Sentinel. This is what I usually buy first, because this is a really good ship at just making money from bounties. It has a lot of damage. It has a turret, but I don't have somebody riding in it. And it has an EMP, which is actually good. Yep, it's good. It's a good ship. So I have the Cuddy as my starter pack, and then normally the first thing I do after I reset is I farm this ship, And then I usually have like one of the big ships that I had in mind to farm up. Like last time I did the 600i, this time I did the A2. And I'll buy that, and then I'll kit it out. And usually around that time, which is where we almost are, I will kind of taper off playing it until the next patch comes out. That's been my pattern so far. I buy it, pimp it out, don't use it, everything gets reset, I do it again. A lot of what they've done, so since you just jumped in my channel, you're probably not aware. This channel started out as a game design channel. I'm still going to go back to that at some point. I was doing Unreal 5 just to learn it and teach myself. I'm a software engineer in my day job, but I wanted to learn game design through Unreal 5. So I was making a space game, procedurally generated, and I still will, because I am going to go back to it. But this game is cool because it gives me ideas, and it's kind of impressive. A lot of the stuff that they've done here is very impressive. All right. So systems check, target status, items, turn the EMP generator on. Yeah, I didn't go to school for it. I mean, I have a degree in computer science, and I've been a software engineer for about 12 years. But I have a head for stuff like that, so I really enjoyed it. I still do enjoy it. I had a bunch of shit happen, like consecutively to me IRL, that made me kind of have to put it by the wayside for a bit. But I'm ramping back up now. It's fun. I like using it. I've quite enjoyed it, learning it and using it. I have the backbone of a procedurally generated universe generator. I have the data side of it done. I have some of the planet models and stuff, or planet textures, procedurally generated planet textures done. I have like a bunch more to do. It's so much fun. I've had a blast learning it. I want to figure out a way to do, so like the next thing that I want to figure out, I want to use a Niagara particle system, and I want to use the coordinates that I've calculated for a bunch of stars and come up with a search algorithm to populate a field around me. And I want to have a particle system simulate where I am in those star fields, and I want it to like move with the player as they move. And that's going to be like, that's a lot to figure out. It's a lot of math, but that's the kind of problems I like, is like the really heady like math problems that are like really tricky. So I basically have a coordinate system. It's like nested coordinates that are each controlling different random seeds, and that's how I do the universe generation. So I have like -999 to 999, 3 levels down, right? So you got basically a 3-dimensional 2000 by 2000 by 2000 cube, basically. And then each of the blocks in that cube correspond to another 3-dimensional 2000 by 2000 by 2000 cube, and it goes 3 levels deep. And that lets you get really big. And so the idea here is that I would calculate the nearby stars in my cluster in like one layer, and then you calculate the nearby stellar clusters in the layer up, and then the nearby galaxies in the layer up. And you don't have to calculate a ton of them, just the adjacent space. And then you can use that to render a star field, and then you can do things like warp between stars without load screens and stuff like that. But that's going to be that's like what's percolating in my brain when I come back to it. That's going to be what I'm going to be working on. I already have the data. Well, or not the data. Like, I have the procedural model of it, right? Like, I have the conceptual model. I need the algorithm to search that conceptual model to populate, like, the surrounding space. And I need the, like, algorithm to figure out, like, how the player's movement affects the display of all that shit. So with this ship, I usually try to one pass the kill target, so I come in around this speed. Sure. There's clips on my YouTube channel too, of the development of the whole thing. The whole thing is up on YouTube actually, because I pretty much streamed the entire development of it. Okay, it's a Gladius. Wait, that's not the target. Yeah, it is. Alright. So we're gonna try to one pass him. Use my... Okay, I think I EMP'd him. This ship, a lot more nimble than the other one. Oh, clipped the wing off. Alright, you go. Was that not a V? Oh, I thought it was a VHRT. I was like, what? Why is it a Gladius? Yeah, I mean, none of that shit is curated because I really don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be, like, famous or anything. I just put it up there kind of because I thought one day maybe I want to clip all this stuff together. But it is all the streams of it, or most of them. A lot of it is just me insanely rambling to myself, so... And I think I may have read that they added the support for pixel height or world height offset to nanite meshes, which if that's the case, that has huge implications for my project, because that was a major, like, setback, was, like, not being able to just use insane high poly spheres for the planets. But if they have an enabled world height offset for nanite, then that's big. That's a big benefit to my project, actually. I can use some stupid huge polysphere. Okay. And too late. Lance out with this. It might have been too late on the EMP. Yeah, it's too late. So I need to pop it at like 1,000 meters. This is actually kind of a botched connection here. Drop 2 of these on him. How about that? See ya. Yeah, I've been doing... I pretty much just do whatever. Whatever I want when I stream. I don't really try to do any one thing with that. The thing I did the longest was the programming or the development. A little too early for that. Alright, where you at? That's you, right? Yep. Who is it? Okay, it's him. Pull some high G stuff there. Come on. Come on, Pop. Alright, let's get out of here. It really is incredible how much this feels like driving a car, even though it's like really nothing alike in control systems. I think it's just the pedals, but like... it really does feel like driving a car. Alright. What completes the set? How much do I need? I have one shield. So like... a few more bounties. Maybe like 3 more singles in a group. Alright, Cahill. Cahill tack. So normally, okay. EMP charges around 20 kilometers. Load up the missiles. Start coasting. Around 10. Find what you think is the target's gonna be. It's gonna be you. Okay. Close the gap. All power to guns. Missiles out right as you go under 4K. Swap. Full speed ahead. Lay on the guns. Pop the EMP2. And you just one past them. Alright. Who's next? Man, lay off me. Alright, Mr. Hurricane. Okay, come on. This dude in chat, bro, this is so dumb. Why the fuck security want to scan me while I'm fighting my bounty? I can't even get a crime stat for that. That's hilarious. So he's fighting somebody and they want him to stand still or he gets a crime stat, which makes him lose the bounty anyway. Very funny. That's some great interaction mechanics right there. So, like in asteroid fields like this, the most important thing is where your vector of motion is, which is that little double triangle right there. As long as that is not pointing into a rock, you are fine. Oh, I should have turned that on. So Warden, something else. Yep. What are you? Hurricane. Alright. Burn a little bit of boost. Bring it back around. Got a wing. Got him. Who's next? 262. Getting there. Getting there. Alright. It's not you. It's you. Yeah, it's you. Alright. Yep. Fire. Alright. And then fail. Go to that one. The OM would be better. If I do this, it might actually be enough with all the bonuses and shit. 10 rockets left? Alright. We'll save the 4 bursts for the hurricanes. Generally speaking, like the Vanguards, you can 1 pass without it. The Valks, you can 1 pass without it sometimes. The hurricanes, you can also 1 pass, but the hurricanes, if you let them get away, can become a problem. Alright. What's it gonna be this time? There's a player here. Come on, come on, come on. Right into the sun. Makes it very hard to see. Come on. Maybe. Ooh, we're close to the ground. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got problems. Let's help this Valk here. quite. Not quite. Not quite. Jesus. Slippy. Oh, and he bailed out. Alright. Gotta bail. Alright, later, man. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I see. EMP's still hot. Soon we'll do an Epic Town portal. Gonna town portal myself. Now, let's boost. I think I just fucked that up. Alright. Just it is then. Shit. Alright. Taking some damage in that exchange. Also dealing some damage. Come on. Just for a second, line up. I need shields. Running is actually fine. We needed shields too. We got more back than he did because he's an NPC and he's not doing power control. Come on. Come on. He got him. Got his shield generator anyway. What is this? Like the world's strongest fucking... Holy shit. Are they really gonna jam me? Okay. Alright, Cody B. You made a mistake. He's vulnerable to an EMP right now. Or he could just die. He could just die too. That's fine too. You could get EMP'd or die. Okay. This is the guy that's jamming my fucking warp. So let's take care of him real quick. Clipped a piece of him off. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Whoever's inside that has blacked out now. If it were a person. It's not. But if it was, you would be blacked out. Let me see if I can balance the damage on your ship for you. That almost hit right there. Alright. Are you kidding me? Alright. The interruption. Alright. Last guy. 2 rockets. Coasting. It's gonna be the Hurricane. 1000%. Alright, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? You! It was the Valk all along. Alright. Okay, great. I lived, which means that I'll be alive to town portal. Assuming I have enough money. Any of these easy pickings? Hurricane, Hurricane. Not particularly. Okay. Time. No. Not quite. Almost. 2 more single kills. Alright. 2 more. Oh, I bought some donuts this morning. I'm about to go get one. Shit is good. Apple cider donuts. Alright. And no missiles. No missiles. Need the 1 pass. Guns only. Double freelancer. Interesting. Double freelancer, what the fuck? It's gonna be one of those double bounties with shitloads of targets. No. Valk. Cuddy, it's the Valk. 1000%. It's the Valk. Yep. Alright, we're bailing for a second. Oop. That's an asteroid. Well, Wonder if I got credit. I might actually have enough. I think I do, actually. I was just trying to get some buffer cash in case I didn't. It's 170. Yeah, I have enough. Do I have enough for that and the quantum drive? Probably not. Quantum drive is 93. I do not. But the shields are the most important. So that is in. These shields are available in Omega Pro. Hello? Okay. So I can buy my shields. That's another 20k hit points. And then the shields and guns are done. The rest of it's kind of whatever. Only the quantum drive. And the quantum drive's not bad. Granted, it's no super fast drive, which would be nice with this ship because it has so much fuel.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Going shopping. And then the TS2. Alright, come on. Shopping district. Need to go to Omega Pro. I want a vacuum sealed monorail like that. That's a fucking dope way to get around. Just like hop on a train that goes 500 kilometers an hour. Make Pro. Paints. A2? No. Shield generators, There's parapets. Two of these. Alright. That's the most expensive thing. Alright. Fully upgraded almost. Quantum drive is the only thing left. These don't really matter. Alright. That is most of it.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
So what if you like accepted a rescue beacon and then went and dropped a bomb on the person instead of rescuing them?
ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent.
From the best in shopping, dining,
Please
and
visit us again.
entertainment. Be sure
Goodbye.
to visit
Welcome
New Babbage's
to the
renowned
ASOP
promenade.
vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Okay.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hero 7.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items. Update.
This looks good.
Hello from Seoul. After a long day of work, whether you're a beginner or a professional chef, the last thing you want to do is make your own dinner, right? But don't worry about it. With me, you will have the simplest and the most satisfying dinner under 15 minutes. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's get started.
Bunch of garlic. Shallots. That does fucking look good. Bok choy. Egg noodles.
Since I'm busy, just like you guys, when I get home, I'm tired, and I always look at delivery menus. But as you guys all know, my hungry bird at home can't leave alone. So I always get kicked out to the kitchen. What? It sounds like your story? Don't worry about it. These beautiful chili garlic noodles will save your ass. I guarantee. For this, you will need green onion, garlic, bok choy, raw pork, and noodles. I'm using Taiwanese knife sliced noodles, but honestly, you can use whatever you have, like noodle noodles, spaghetti noodles, or rice noodles. So just grab anything that works. Trust me, everything will turn out fantastic. First, let's prep the vegetables. Slice the green onions into small pieces. Without this oil, the chili oil can be a little greasy. So let's add a little bit of freshness with this bad boy. As always, convenient or delicious. So be super generous with this. Once you're done slicing, separate the white part and the green part. That's it. Next, finely chop 10 cloves of garlic. What? Too many garlic? Oh, challenge accepted. Let me use 5 more garlic cloves. Just to Koreans, there's no such thing as too many garlic. This time, you're gonna say more garlic.
That is
more
delicious.
delicious. Like
That
I
is an
always
absolute
say,
shit ton of garlic.
make sure to give it a
I'm
little
down
bit
for
of
it, though.
saturation so it can release a lot more flavor. If this is something you haven't
Here
tried
we
before,
go.
you'll be surprised. This time, let's talk about the meat. Here, I've got 200 grams of broth. You could also use any other product, so don't worry about it. But if you're gonna use pork like me, get yourself a little knob of ginger, because pork and ginger.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Once you're done grating the ginger, take some bok choy and cut it in half for quarters. Of course, you could just cut off the bottom and use individual leaves. But if you use it like this, you might look a lot fancier. So nobody will notice it took only 15 minutes, which means you can show it to your family or friends, like I always do. Now let's move on to the sauce. Normally, to make the beautiful chili oil, you just put some chili flakes into the pan with some
Oh
water.
god.
As you guys all know, they can burn quite easily. So we're gonna protect our precious chili flakes with some liquid. Just like Surfshark, protect us on the internet. Nobody wants to be watched or tracked, even though you have nothing to hide. But if you use public Wi-Fi, hackers can steal your data. But don't worry about it. Surfshark will encrypt your online data so hackers won't be able to see what you're doing. I mean, all the important stuff stays private and secure. Not only that, you can change your current internet location to other countries with a single click, which means you can easily access different content that's only available in some other countries. For example, if you click on South Korea, you can enjoy more hidden content on Netflix with an incredibly fast speed. Plus, there allows unlimited number of devices at the share one account with all your families. That's kind of good news, right? If you click the link in the description and use the code Aaron and Claire, you will save 83% and get extra 3 months free as well. Also, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to trying this out. You want to stay safe online? Surfshark has got your back. Thank you for sponsoring this video, Surfshark. Now to a small container and 3 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine.
Travel engaged.
That's it. Nothing complicated, right? Just by wetting our chili pepper flakes, we can keep them safe from burning. Bye-bye, burn taste. And speaking of chili pepper flakes, I'm using gochugaru, the Korean chili pepper flakes. Although there are so many great chili flakes out there, this has just the right amount of spiciness and it's a beautiful color. But if you don't have them right now, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. No problem at all. Alright, let's get cooking. Add 3 tablespoons of oil to a bowl and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, and wipe out the green onions, garlic, and ginger, let them cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. And then, once they get a little bit of color, with the ground pork, some black pepper, and saute for a couple of minutes. Here, make sure to break up the pork. And when the pork is cooked on the outside, reduce the heat to medium, add our lovely sauce, keep stirring it for about 1 to 2 minutes. During this time, the fat from the pork meets our lovely chili pepper flakes, and they're gonna create an amazing chili oil. At this point, some of you might say, Aaron, I followed your directions, but mine is about to burn. What should I do? Then reduce it down to low heat or turn the heat off. If it looks like it's burning, that's burning right now. So if you think something goes wrong, trust your instincts and be more flexible. And while that's going, blanch your bok choy. But do not cook too long. A minute should be alright. Once that's done, cook your noodles in the same water according to the package instructions. Mine takes about 2 minutes to cook. But if your noodles take longer to cook, you better start preparing your noodles earlier than me. Alright, the noodles are ready to go. All you need to do is put your noodles into the bowl and toast everything together as if you're a master chef. That's it. Couldn't be any easier, right? When the noodles are nice and coated, place your noodles on a plate and top it up with some bok choy, green onions, and toasted sesame seeds. How does it look? It's hard to believe it's made it under 15 minutes, right? Alright, let's see how it tastes. Claire?
Wow, it looks amazing. I love any kind of noodles, but look at this. Who can resist this? Let's give it a try. 난 옆에 이 가장자리가 약간 레이스처럼 이게 잠깐만, 이게 1인분이 Okay, 2 servings. Cheers! 맛있다. 나 이런 면이 너무 좋은 거 같아. 부들부들 맛있지 않아? 계속 멈추고 싶지가 않아. 그냥
Give him a little walkthrough. This doesn't seem safe, guys. Come on. Just doesn't seem safe.
이거 2인분이라고 했는데
That's cool.
혼자 다 먹을 수 있을 것 같은데? 이거 그냥 다 해.
See, I showed you how to make super simple chili garlic noodles. How was it? It's way easier than you think, right? As you can see.
Guess no captain's quarters is what it looks like.
So with this apple, pretty sure you can have some time to chill out the rest of the evening. You're welcome. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.
Only other option would be like off of the turrets.
Hello, Proto. Are you looking at the takeout menus for ordering some food? Come on, you deserve better than that. Instead of ordering takeout, just bring out your cabbage that's always been lying around,
Turrets.
and invest only 15 minutes. Then I dare say,
Armory.
you can't have a nice and delicious meal that you've ever had.
Oh, this is
You
sick.
guys ready?
So we have like gun lockers. Oops. Ouch. Guess we came out of warp.
As always, let's start with the
Ah,
easiest
it's for
one,
suits.
cabbage
Okay.
rice. With this bad boy,
That's
breakfast,
cool, though.
lunch, or even dinner,
So I could store a bunch of armor on this ship.
Yes, you will need cabbage, green onion, and a bowl of hot rice. That's it. But if you could add some bacon and egg or any other protein, that's to make it even more delicious.
So
First, slice of cabbage. Not too thin, not too thick. We're gonna need about 2 cups. Next,
it's actually not like as big as you might think it is.
so I strongly
I mean, it's
recommend
pretty
green onion.
chunky.
As you guys know, this bad boy makes everything taste
There's
better.
not actually
Just like
that much to it.
So please be generous with this. And lastly,
What's
cut some
this?
bacon into thin strips. That's it. Now place a
More
pan
storage
for heating.
lockers.
1 tablespoon of oil and bacon
Alright.
and cook for about 1 minute. Once you've got
Well,
the
I guess
color,
Captain
1
sleeps with the
teaspoon
crew.
of garlic, green onion, and saute for about 1 more minute. And then add the cabbage, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a few shakes of black pepper.
That's
and
gonna be
stir-fry
it
for about
for
2 minutes.
today.
What? You don't have oyster sauce? Then you can add some more soy sauce or salt to taste. They're gonna be good. Once the cabbage is cooked through, stay crunchy